There's really two ways, there's probably a lot, but there's really two ways you can make a positive impact online when you're doing stuff like this. And one is where people go away after watching you or being in a Zoom meeting with you and going, what was that? Did you see what that guy looked like on screen? And we've probably all done it a little bit. I know I have. No judging, but you're going, I'm not sure. Not sure what he was thinking there. And then there's others who go away going, man, that looked sharp. His screen looked sharp. His his presentation, how he came across on the Zoom meeting or on a live like this, looked sharp. And I'm sitting here in my office and I've done next to nothing, and I want to go from this to, I want to go from blah to yeah. I want people to notice just a little bit, and there's an easy way to do it. And I'm going to go into what's called demo mode in Ecamm, which is the software that I use. And so I'm going to go up here to live demo mode, and you should be seeing that my whole screen, including an assets window over here. So the first thing I want to do to go from blah to yeah is get rid of the busy. And this shirt is plaid busy. Just saying. So I like going to something that I wear about every day, and that's black. It's a neutral color. The next thing I would do is get rid of the glasses. They're readers. I use them when I work on screen, but I don't necessarily need them now. If you're the type of person who, like me 5 years ago, had glasses this thick and was doing this all the time because I'm pretty much blind, I had cataract surgery, which helped an awful lot for me doing something like this. And that's what I'm doing. I'm doing this. So I've got rid of a couple of things. So I'm going to start a brand new screen. So I'm going to go up here to across the top and do a scene. Actually, I'm going to go to a source because I'm going to use this scene and go to blank. I'm still here. It's a blank screen. And you can see where I am, but I'm going to start by putting in a background. So as you can see right here, I have nothing in the background. So I'm going to go down to and this is just an application where I've got all my files for Ecamm. I'm going to go into backgrounds. I'm going to pick number 1. I'm going to drag it over here and put it down under where it says show in background. Boom, there it is. Lovely colors, Broncos colors, because I'm a Broncos fan, and you can only be a fan of a Bronco if you're used to losing, at least in the past 9-10 years or so. That's a sideline. Now I want to get me back into the picture, so I want to add. Oh, let me see. I'm going to add down here this little guy, and this is an overlay. And there I am, all set up. Now, how did I get set up that pretty? Well, it didn't come off that pretty. If it came off without anything, I wouldn't have a border, and I wouldn't have a radius. I'd just come in as a block, which is not bad, I guess, but it's a really wide border. So I'll frame it up, grab a corner, pull it out, and then kind of center it up. There. Ecamm shows that where you've got it centered, and that is really nice. So I know I've got an even border the whole way around, but I really don't have a border. So I do have the option of going over here to this little thing here. This will just get rid of it. But this little thing there will open up a screen over here. As you can tell, this is one of my first time doing it this way. So I want a border. I want color. Now I can put in all kinds of colors, but I'm just going to go with white. And then I'm going to take the border width. Now I'm a personal, let me get rid of this here. Thank you. I'm a personal fan of 8 Not sure why. And because I don't have glasses on, I can't see, but I think that's 8. And I don't like the squares. I like a little rounded border, and I roll with about a 28. Actually, I have to do this to make sure I'm doing 28. I got 28, and I got 9. Let's go to 8. No, I'm not picky. So this doesn't look that bad, but I've still got an awful lot going on in the background. So if I click back on here, it gets rid of that window. Then I'm going to come over here to camera effects. And I've got the camera that I'm using. So if I come over here to camera effects, I'm going to turn on zoom, and I'm going to pull this in. See how this right here, it starts to shade, which is going to show exactly what I want on screen. And I'm up at 39 or 40. What that looks like on screen is this. That seems easy. Now I've been looking over here, but that's where my screen is, and this is where my camera is, and that's how it is. But hopefully you've been watching how I've been doing this. But this has been easy. This has been what, 5 minutes? And I'm going slow, and I'm talking. So I just went from blah to yeah. Now I haven't talked about the lighting. The lighting's another issue. I've got some lighting. You notice I had my before I had my window open. Well, if I turn this off, I've got my window. Shade, I do have blackout screens that I can use if I need to. Didn't need to use it this morning, but this is a whole lot better. A little bit of shading on the one side versus the other side. I can fix that if I need to, but this is a whole lot better than this. And it was easy. It was easy for me to create this. It was easy for me to do. It looks a whole lot better. If I wanted to, I could put on, well, not that one. If I picked the right one, it'd be even cooler. So, and I don't even think I have it, but I could go over here and add it in. If I had my logo, and I wanted to pick a logo, let me see which one I want. Let's take this one, and I can take it and just drop it right on the screen. And then just with using the mouse, I can move it up and down a little bit, get it over so that it's not that big a deal. So all of a sudden I look good. Now I've had this look when I went into several Zoom meetings in the past couple of weeks, and guess what? People actually went away from talking about what the thing was to just drop me a side comment saying, "Hey Bill, your screen looks good." And I said, yes, it does. Now, if I showed you pictures of what my background and my presentation looked like 2 years ago, it looked terrible. And the thing was, I was trying really hard, but yet it looked terrible, absolutely terrible. And I was in denial. I thought I was doing great, but it was a progression. And a lot of us think we look great just the way we are. And to be honest, we all do. But you put in a little bit of effort, and people will start to notice. If you want to make some easy online impact, Ecamm Live or Ecamm software. I call it Ecamm Live because that's what I'm doing. Is some of the best software, if not the best software to use, moving forward. And this is how I do it, and I hope you appreciate it. And there's other things that I can do like this, where I can say, "Hey, this is who I am. Glad you could join me." And then I could say, if you like this, comment, share. That's great. Those two are actually made in Keynote and just brought over into Ecamm. And you can make them in Keynote easy, which is what I like. That's it. That's from going from blah to yeah, without having to get facial surgery. Yeah. Have a great week. Have a great day. If you're going to go online, learn how to do it the easy way. And it's not as hard as you think. It's not. It's only hard if you make it hard. It's easy when you want to make it easy. That's how I'm thinking. That's where we're going. Have a great week.